Hi class, this is part 2 to doing a bedroom design with 1-point perspective. So I am going to attempt to do this demonstration for both classes I'm teaching, for textiles and for foundations. You guys are doing similar things, but your focus is a little different. Textiles, you will be focusing on the texture, fabric design, and patterns. And then foundations, you will be focusing on shading. Feel free to focus on both if you'd like. So we did this yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and add in a few details. So I'm going to add in some pillowcases. You would not see the bedspread through the pillowcases, so I'm going to get rid of that line. I'm going to pretend like I made my bed, and I'm going to put the line for the cover where it would be if it were folded back. I made that into a window. I'm going to go ahead and put some curtains here too. So this can also be a window. I'm going to add some glare lines just to show that it's glass, maybe a few here as well. Oh, I can show you this real quick. You don't have to do this. This is kind of an advanced thing, but if you want to add in a dresser that's actually on the floor, you just draw a rectangular prism. So I did my rectangle, and then remember my vanishing point was here. So all lines would be going towards that. Again, make sure it's on the floor, not floating. And then you would just connect. You would not see these wall lines through it, the dresser. You don't have to do this. This is just if you were wondering. These are supposed to be drawers. I'll add a doorknob here. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding in some textures. Oh, by the way, textiles, if we were in class in our notebooks, we would have done these. You might remember them from the PowerPoint. This is camouflage. I've got a rug with fringe and a pattern. These little folds in the curtains could be considered a texture. I've got some plaid and some paisley. And the value going from light to dark, foundations just did that. Okay, so I'm going to start adding some texture right here on my little carpet. So I'm doing the threads that are kind of longer. On the pillowcases, I'm just going to pick a design. I'm just kind of making this up with the swirls. You can always go to Google Images and look at patterns as well, fabric patterns. I'm going to do a Zentangle on the bedspread that kind of looks like weaving. I'm going to go vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. And then on my next one, I do the opposite of the previous. Here I went vertical, so now I'm going to go horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. And then here I was horizontal, so I'm going vertical. These should be getting bigger as you go towards the bottom to show distance or to show depth, close and far. You can stylize the furniture if you want. I might go ahead and add that texture and shading here on the curtains. Again, I'm just trying to get done, so I'm going very quickly. I'm sure yours will look a lot better. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 textures already. If you want to do a floor texture, you can. So I'm trying to do those wooden panels. Or maybe they're called tiles, I'm not sure. Notice how they're going within the perspective with those converging lines. And that's all I'm going to do for the texture and patterning. We'll see if I can fit shading in on this video as well. So for shading, I'm actually going to start, so my light source is here and here. So I'm going to kind of start with the light value change here at the bottom. I'm going to do a light value change here underneath the bed. Again, I'm going very quickly. There would be some value here. Try to make the change gradual. There would be some value here. Just a little shadow from that light on top. Would be a little here. on the top of the ceiling, have a little shading. If I were going to shade this part in front would be a little bit darker than the rest and lightest up on the top. I'm also going to go back in and kind of re-outline some of this. I might do a little bit here too. So I'm not completely done, but you kind of get the idea. So shading is the focus for foundations and texture is the focus for textiles. All right, thank you.